Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. Not too long ago I got a request for my favorite blushes, and I actually have not a lot of blushes, so I decided I would go ahead and just film my blush drawer. So this is my makeup organization. I have this now, and I have this standing right next to it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out the blushes, and then we're going to get started. Okay guys, so this is my blush drawer. I'm going to go ahead and touch upon each product one by one. So I have 3 NARS blushes, and this one is NARS Zen. I really love it. It's this like sandy, neutral, flat, like mauve-y, almost brown shade, and it's just really gorgeous. I love wearing this pretty much with any lip. It is one of my go-to products, as you've seen in my videos. Next up, I have NARS Madly Blush, and as you can see, it is a very well-used and well-loved product. This, to me, is basically the shimmery version of Zen. This is my first NARS blush, and I love it. I just love it. It's beautiful. It's like this seashell pink shimmery shade, and to me, it's just the perfect neutral, gorgeous pink blush. Next up, I'm going to pull out my The Balm Mary Luminizer highlighter. This is not a blush, but I love topping my blushes with this. It's a very highly spoken about product on YouTube, and it just creates a really beautiful glow. Next, I have 2 of the Benefit Watts Up highlighters, and I don't really use them a lot. I kind of just think they're a little too frosty, but actually looking at them a second time, it kind of looks possibly promising, so I'll probably use these again soon just to try them out. Next up, I have this little Muji container for storing eyelashes or any other small thing, so actually I just put this in here because I didn't have room anywhere else. My next NARS blush is Lovejoy, if you can see that. And I really like this blush as well. To me, it is a little bit different than the others in that it is just this bronzy rose shade that just makes you look just gorgeous, like flushed and just really pretty. So I really like this shade, and it's a bit, as you can see, it's a bit more, I guess, reddy and deeper than the other, but like I say, it's that bronzy rose that just gets me every time. Next in my drawer, I have this Becca Cream Contour product. It looks like this, and I actually have yet to try it, so stay tuned for my thoughts on this. Next is this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. I got this as, I think, like a point gift, so that was actually really good. And I like the color decently. I still put Hoola first, but this is definitely a great flat brown shade. So here's the drawer. We are definitely making progress. I'm just going to show you this because it's here, so I guess this kind of evolved to include bronzers. So this is the NARS Laguna Bronzer, which I have sort of had my eye on for a few years now. I think I just made these weird indents, sorry. But I bought it, and I'm not as impressed. I'm not impressed, period, I guess, by it. It's a good bronzer. I probably would have thought it was a good bronzer if I never tried my Benefit Hoola, but I like Hoola better. This one still has kind of that orange-ish undertone, and I don't know, it just looks too like any other typical bronzer to me, so. Okay guys, so you can see this blush looks different than the others, and that is because 1, I bought it at a CCO at a discount at the outlets, and 2, it's actually not a blush, it's a color form powder. So, and it's called Sun Centered. So I bought this about 5 years ago. This is one of my first blushes, and it definitely has a lot in common with the other shades you've seen. Nothing different, but I don't use it often because it's just not very pigmented, and it also looks very aged and old now, so it's just not really something I reach for. Next is this Mineralized Skin Finish in Redhead. This was part of a limited edition collection. I think it was in 2011, and I was really eager to get my hands on this. It can be used multiple ways, you know, maybe this side would be more for highlight and this one for blush. Sorry, by the way, my nails are disgusting. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, I tried it quite often when I first got it. I really wanted to make it work, but I just didn't like how the combined shades sort of made my skin more peachy than anything, and I really wanted like champagne from this and then just like really pretty pink from that. And for some reason, I don't know, when I blend them together I didn't like it, but it's so beautiful. Oh wow, that does look beautiful. See, now I sound stupid. I'm definitely going to incorporate this in another tutorial, and we'll see how I get on with it. Ooh, it is pretty, yay! Alright, only 2 lone products remain. So I'll actually start with this one. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. And this is what it looks like. It's definitely the most blatantly orange bronzer I have, so I pretty much never reach for it. Finally, last but not least, we have this mineralized blush. It is called Earth to Earth, and it is really pretty. As you can see, it has all this different veining in it. Really pretty shades. Haven't reached for them in a while, but definitely they are gorgeous. This side looks like... Can't really decide how I feel about it. I feel like it looks more orangey than it does in the pan. And then this one with all this blue veining. Let's see how this looks. So I don't know if you guys can see, but this definitely looks purple-blue, which is totally random to me. And I swear I don't remember it being like that. But if I swipe both together, then it looks like that. So there you go. Definitely a bit of a curious one. Haha, the drawer is now empty and I just have 2 palettes to share with you. The first is my NARS Don Mari palette, and this one is my Benefit Cheeky Sweet Spot Boxo Blushes. So this palette was actually a great value. I got it for myself for Christmas and it was only $36. And you get a small, you get a decent size of the Watts Up highlighter, you get 5 blushes and 1 bronzer, and you also get this little brush, and the packaging is just absolutely adorable. I really like the blushes they picked. They're very wearable. I thought they gave a great value in giving a bronzer, a highlighter, mini brush, popular blushes, so this definitely gets high marks for me. I've experimented with Dandelion, and I feel like it looks too pinky on me, but on my lighter skin friend, it just makes her look so bright and glowing and just really pretty blush. So, let's see. This one, I'm not too sure about. I've used it once, but I can't remember. I think it was one of those where it was kind of like a generic pinky peach color where I wasn't quite sure how to label it. And then these, I've played with Coralista, which is nice, a little bit like Orgasm from NARS. This one, I think a little too pinky for me. The Rocketshare one I've used probably the most. This is definitely like a true mauve pink blush, although I prefer the NARS ones. This one's a little too pink. And then Hoola I love, and I'm excited that I have this now because I'm running out of my other one. So, lastly, this is the NARS Don Mari palette. I bought this, I think, at the end of 2012, and it was $65, so it was a lot. Now, the highlighter, too shimmery. It looks really chunky, like big speckles on my face, so it just looks odd. And the bronzer, both these actually kind of make my skin break out, but the bronzer is also really too intensely dark brown for me. But I could make it work. I just prefer not to go for that super obvious dark, like, brown shade. I mean, blending it out only does so much. This is Orgasm, which I like, depending on what look I'm wearing. There was one video I did where I really love the effect, so I'll link that down below. This is Super Orgasm. I actually, in general, looking between the two, I like this color more. But I think the speckles are pretty big too. And for Sin, which is right here, this plummy shade, I love it when I'm at Sephora. I constantly pick it up. I look at it, and I look at the name, and it's Sin. And for some reason, it just doesn't call out to me here. I think it's because it's so plummy that it scares me. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. And then this is, what is it called? What is it called? It's the hot pink one, Desire? Is that what it is? Anyway, this is actually really pretty. I only wear it when I do like my dark smoky eye, but it actually makes you look really bright from within too, just like the kind of Dandelion one, but in a different way. It's definitely not too pink for me, and I thought it would be, so I actually really enjoyed that blush. So that's it, guys. These are my blushes. I didn't show Hoola because it's in my drawer with all my essentials, which I forgot to bring, but you could see it in the Benefit palette. Hey guys, so there was one more product I wanted to include, which is my highlighter and blush combo from Laura Geller. I'm sorry if this voiceover is staticky, but my computer is literally a piece of crap. Anyway, I constantly use this, and for probably over a year it was the only highlighter I had because I lost my Stila one. Which I do recommend, by the way, but I lost it. But anyway, it's just a really nice, gilded, you know, champagne-y, beautiful highlight. And then the blush is also really nice. Again, it falls within my favorite kind of color family. And yeah, I really like it. For a while there, Sephora stocked Laura Geller, and I actually started using her way back, probably in like 2006, 2007. I really like their stuff, and Cargo as well used to be in Sephora, and now they're not. But anyway, I just wanted to include this and give you my thoughts and show you guys a little bit. So without further ado, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in my next video.